What if I told you the secret to never procrastinating again has nothing to do with motivation, willpower, or those productivity hacks flooding your feed? The real answer was discovered 2000 years ago by philosophers who didn't even have to-do lists or smartphones. And yet, their method still outperforms every modern system you have ever tried. This isn't just philosophy, it's a psychological weapon against procrastination. Let's begin. We all know this feeling. You have got something important to do, a report, a workout, a project that could change everything, but suddenly, cleaning your room feels like a great idea. You convince yourself I'll start after one more scroll, after coffee, after I'm in the right mood. Sound familiar? We call it procrastination. But here's the truth. This isn't a willpower problem. It's not that you are lazy or broken or lacking discipline. This isn't a willpower problem. It's a philosophy problem. 2000 years ago, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that the real battle isn't between you and your work. It is between your judgments and reality. He said it is not things that upset us but our judgments about things. Think about that. When you procrastinate, it is not the task itself you fear. It is your opinion of it. You judge the task as painful, boring, or uncomfortable. Your brain compares the future pain of effort with the present comfort of rest. And comfort wins every time. You are not your feelings, you are not your thoughts. You are your choices. Epictetus. Modern translation: stop asking, do I feel like it? And start asking, what is the right action? Because feelings are unreliable. They change minute to minute. But right action, that is stable, objective, and always within your control. The 3-step Stoic method. Step 1. Pre-commit to actions, not mood. The Stoics believed that virtue or excellence comes from acting according to reason, not emotion. So the first step is simple. Decide your action in advance. Don't say I'll write when I feel inspired. Instead say, tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'll write for 30 minutes. You commit to the when and the what, not to the mood you will be in. When tomorrow comes and your brain whispers excuses, I'm tired, not in the mood, your plan is already made. You are not negotiating with yourself, you are following through on a promise. Step 2. Focus on process, not outcomes. The Stoics taught detachment from results. Marcus Aurelius wrote, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it with the same reason you use today. So stop judging yourself by how much you achieve. Judge yourself by whether you showed up. The goal isn't to write a perfect essay or finish the project flawlessly. The goal is to show up at the same time you said you would. That is discipline. That is integrity. And ironically, when you focus on showing up, not on perfection, your outcomes improve naturally. Step 3. Reframe discomfort as training. Here's where Stoics were ahead of psychology by 2 millennia. They believed discomfort wasn't punishment, it was practice. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every time you act despite not wanting to, you are literally training your discipline muscle. You are teaching your mind, I can feel comfort, discomfort, and still act. Instead of seeing resistance as a sign to stop, see it as proof you are growing. The obstacle is not blocking your path, the obstacle is the path. Code box. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius. Let's bring this ancient wisdom into modern life. You don't need to feel motivated to go to the gym. You need a clear plan. At 6 p.m., I train for 20 minutes. Whether you feel inspired or exhausted, you go. You don't need to wait for focus to study. You need structure. At 7 p.m., I will open my textbook and read one page. The miracle? Once you start, the feeling follows the action. not the other way around. We have been taught backwards. We think we must feel good to act. But the Stoics and modern neuroscience say the opposite. Act first and the feeling will catch up. Marcus Aurelius wrote his personal journal, The Meditations, every morning in the freezing Roman dawn, not because he felt creative, but because he believed duty mattered more than mood. And 1800 years later, we still read his words. Proof that consistency beats motivation every single time. This isn't just philosophy, it's neuroscience. Your brain has two systems, one emotional, one logical. The emotional brain loves comfort. It seeks pleasure now and avoids pain now. That's why it says, do it later. The logical brain thinks long term. It asks what is right, what matters most. Motivation appeals to the emotional brain, and that's why it fails. Discipline appeals to the logical brain, and that's why it lasts. When you base your action on what is right, not on what feels good, we stop being controlled by moods. You become the master of them. Let's practice the Stoic mindset in action. Old thought, I don't feel like working. Stoic reframe, my feelings don't decide my duty. Old thought, this task is too big. Stoic reframe, I'll focus on one small step. Old thought, I will wait for motivation. Stoic reframe, I will create momentum by starting. Each reframe is a tiny mental shift, but together they transform you from being a slave to your impulses into someone who acts from reason and purpose. That is what Stoicism is really about. Not emotionless detachment, but emotional mastery. Knowing that your time, your focus, your effort, they belong to you. The Stoic method is everywhere. Even if people don't call it that, when a runner laces up their shoes in the rain, that's Stoicism. When an artist paints through self-doubt, that's Stoicism. When a student opens their book even though they are tired, that's Stoicism. Because each act of showing up despite resistance is an act of courage. It is saying, I choose to live by principle, not by impulse. Epictetus called this prohairesis, the power of choice, the one thing that is truly ours. Now it's your turn. Choose one task you have been avoiding, just one. Maybe it is starting that essay, sending that email, cleaning that room. Commit to doing it for just 10 minutes tomorrow at a specific time, no excuses, no exceptions. When that moment comes, don't ask how you feel. Just do the action, you will feel proud. Not because it was easy, but because you acted like the person you want to become. Remember, motivation fades, willpower wavers. But philosophy, the right way of thinking, stays. When you live by Stoic principles, procrastination loses its grip. You stop waiting for the right moment and start creating it. Because in the end, you are not your feelings, you are not your thoughts. You are your. Thank you for watching.